Hello, welcome back.
Good morning.
Lesson 69.
Lessons.
My grievances hide the light of the world in me. No one can look upon what your grievances conceal. Because your grievances are hiding the light of the world in you, everyone stands in darkness and you beside him. But as the veil of your grievances is lifted, you will be released with him. Share your salvation now with him who stood beside you when you were in hell. He is your brother in the light of the world, which saves you both. So we're never healing by ourselves, right? Today, let us make another real attempt to reach the light in you. Before we undertake this in our more extended practice period today, let us devote several minutes to thinking about what we are trying to do. We are literally attempting to get in touch with the salvation of the world. We are trying to see past the veil of darkness that keeps it concealed. We are trying to let the veil be lifted and see the tears of God's Son disappear in the sunlight. Just really anchoring that there's a light of the world. That light of the world that's in each one of us is the salvation of the world, and it exists in each and every one of us. But for our defenses, we would allow that sun or that light to shine, to join, to heal the world. That's what we're so terrified of. So I'm talking to myself. Okay, let us begin our longer practice period today with the full realization of all this and real determination to reach what is dearer to us than all else. Salvation is our only need. There is no other purpose here and no other function to fulfill.
Could I just,
Yeah.
In case anybody may have forgotten, salvation is forgiveness.
Yes.
Forgiveness is salvation. Forgiveness is our happiness. Happiness is forgiveness, is our salvation, is our innocence, is our immunity to everything the ego ever seemed to make to attack us. Yeah, thank you. So you said salvation is our only need. Yeah.
Yep.
So there is no other purpose here and no other function to fulfill. I think that's what you were reading, sis.
I'm just taking it in. Learning salvation is our only goal. Let us end the ancient search today by finding the light in us and holding it up for everyone who searches with us to look upon and rejoice. And that's, wow, talk about a goal reversal, right? We're no longer looking externally. We're no longer striving. We're no longer concerned about mythical me, but we're recognizing in me, in us, the Holy One that we are, is the light of the world. It's in our mind. God is in my mind. There's the light. There's the salvation of the world. That's what we're defending ourselves against. But today, I'm going to turn away from all the ways in which I defend against that light. And I want to know it, because now I recognize it's my only way out. It's my only function. It's the only thing that has any bearing here in the dream of separation. Okay. Very quietly now, with your eyes closed, try to let go of all the content which generally occupies your consciousness. Think of your mind as a vast round area, surrounded by a layer of heavy, dark clouds. You can see only the clouds because you seem to be standing outside the whole area and quite apart from it. From where you stand, you see no reason to believe there is a brilliant light hidden by the clouds. The clouds seem to be the only reality. They seem to be all there is to see. Therefore, you do not attempt to walk through them and past them, which is the only way in which you would be really convinced of their lack of substance. We will make this attempt today. I always get that visual of mist, the mist looks like a bank, a heavy, real bank, something there impenetrable that you can't move through, but as you come up through it, and test it, you won't know it until you're willing to actually put your arm out and extend and go through it. So we're going to make this attempt today. After you have thought about the importance of what you're trying to do for yourself and the world, try to settle down in perfect stillness, remembering only how much you want to reach the light in you today, now. Determined to go past the clouds. Reach out and touch them in your mind. Brush them aside with your hand. Feel them resting on your cheeks and forehead and eyelids as you go through them. Go on. Clouds cannot stop you. If you are doing the exercises properly, you will begin to get a sense of being lifted up and carried ahead. That is beautiful. Your little effort and small determination call on the power of the universe to help you, and God Himself will raise you from darkness into light. You are in accord with His will. You cannot fail because your will is His. Just the willingness to say, I want to get through the fear. I want to transcend. I want to know the light. I want that more than the defenses. Now we're in alignment with God's will. What is it that's doing the doing? It's God. Have confidence in your Father today and be certain that He has heard you and has answered. You may not recognize His answer yet, but you can indeed be sure that it is given you and you will yet receive it.
That's the faith, right? Trust.
Trusting in God's certainty. Yes, try as you attempt to go through the clouds to the light to hold this confidence in your mind. Try to remember that you are at last joining your will to God's. Try to keep the thought clearly in mind that what you undertake with God must succeed. Then let the power of God work in you and through you, that His will and yours be done.
So, sis, just to help here a little bit, beautiful, is we don't actually have to do anything here. It's having the trust, the faith that our intention to do this exercise has already been received by Him, Holy Spirit.
Yes.
Okay. It's just that we also need to receive His assurance of that, and trust it completely that He's received it.
Yes.
That's very, very important. Otherwise, we'll switch to the ego and think that we need to qualify, to finish this exercise. We need to do something. We
Right.
don't need to quietly accept that He's been waiting for us to join His will. Remember, God's will's already done.
Yes.
But we need to receive it.
That's right.
Quiet. It's a quiet inner receiving of His will having already been done.
Right. Yeah, it's not a doing, it's a recognition of what's already right here at hand. It's in the surrender of the defenses. We are choosing again, and we're choosing with Holy Spirit, which is our mind that we share with God. So we're just saying, I let God be God instead of the choice to see something else. And, and God is being right here, right now. So it's just letting that truth dawn in our awareness, right? Beautiful. Willing with God, as opposed to trying to have a private will. Okay. Then let the power of God work in you and through you, that His will and yours be done. In the shorter practice periods, which you will want to do as often as possible, in view of the importance of today's idea to you and your happiness, remind yourself that your grievances are hiding the light of the world from your awareness. Remind yourself also that you are not searching for it alone, and that you that you do know where to look for it. Say then, my grievances hide the light of the world in me. I cannot see what I have hidden, yet I want to let it be revealed to me for my salvation and the salvation of the world. Also be sure to tell yourself, if I hold this grievance, the light of the world will be hidden from me. If you are tempted to hold, if I hold this grievance, the light of the world will be hidden from me if you are tempted to hold anything against anyone today. So any grievance. Yeah.
Including yourself, right?
Yourself, exactly.
Oh, beautiful.
Wow.
So
Wow.
I want to ask you a question. Is it appropriate to reveal the shield of fear diagram just as a visual?
Yeah.
What our grievances
Jesus,
might represent,
Jesus gave us, I'm going to show you my really tacky drawing, but he's saying, imagine that this is the holy mind and that this is the bank of the fear around it. And imagine that you're standing here. And while you think that these fears are real and impenetrable, you won't know the light that you are behind it, right? But Nouk and Jesus created this fantastic visual aid, a diagram. And I'm going to just share my screen really quick. And the reason that we bring this up is that in this diagram, it's kind of reversed. Instead of the center being the Christ mind, in this diagram, we have the center being, do you want me to make it bigger? Is that what you're saying, sis?
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you look at, and just get us out of the way. All right, so the center here, number one, that's the split mind. That's the ego, right? That says I'm a separate mortal. I am mythical me. I am my story and my past and all my grievances, right? And the body is all here in one. The second ring is what we refer to as a shield of fear, or as Jesus was just talking about, this bank of heavy, dark clouds that we think is real until we test it. We think it's impenetrable. So this shield of fear is comprised of our defenses against love. And it says all appearances of fear arise from misperception, first of being of the body. Think of the gap, right? It's the body, our special relationships, personal pleasure drives, the beliefs of sickness, lack, loss, and death, constant distraction, the I know mind, problem solving, constantly doing in the world, achieving, getting. All action is fear driven. It's the obstacles to peace. So we say we don't want these, but can we just get radically honest with each other that what we made this up for, this ring of fear, is to actually shield the ego, aka protect the ego from what lies beyond it. And right now I just want to jump to number 4, which is the holy self, which is Christ mind, which is
the world, sis, right?
Light of the world that he's pointing to. Yes. So you can really feel that this ring of fear is what we need to protect and defend mythical me. It kept mythical me just locked in tight with fearful images all around, things to do, things to defend ourselves, things to get, but never, ever, ever to think of going through those rings of fear to what we really are terrified about, which is the light of the world, which reminds us, hey, you're not mythical me. You're the Holy Son of God. Mythical me was never what you are. It cannot define who you are as a child of God. So while we value separation, we're going to value the shield of fear. When we want to wake up, we decide with Holy Spirit, I want to transcend it. I'm going to put my arm through those cloud banks. I'm willing to move through it now. This has nothing that I want. We've now aligned ourselves with the will of God. So it's a beautiful, another visual aid to show us the dynamic between the dark bank of clouds or the shield of fear, and how it actually protects the one that we think we are until we're ready to forgive it. The way to get rid of the cloud bank is through forgiveness. This isn't true, and I want the atonement. I want what's on the other side, because it's our holy self that's waiting for us there.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you, sis.
What have I missed?
No, that's good.
We didn't really address the divine switch. But
well, no,
yeah.
I think that's too much for now. We'll go into that.
Okay.
Another lesson. Yeah.
Okay. I can hear people who are looking at this saying, well, what the heck is this part? But the holy relationship really is the fast track. Instead of singularly trying to go from ego and work through every ring of fear and all the layers, to get to your holy self, there is a way to collapse time, and that's through holy relationship. It's the quickening, but that will come later. Trust.
That's the total collapse of the gap. The gap diagram, which you've seen 100 times already.
Yes. This is the leap from mythical me to the mind of God, just in case you forgot. Okay. Anyway. All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank
I hope
you.
that was helpful. Let us know if it was helpful. I love the feedback that we get in underneath the videos. We are reading your comments, by the way, and we're trying to respond best that we can. I still don't know why I don't get notifications, even though I've signed up for them. So
thank you. Me too.
Yeah. All right. Okay, you guys, that's lesson 69. My grievances hide the light of the world in me. Let your light shine today.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, bye, everybody.